Hello, this is Dr. Hall. We are going to talk about nutrition and human performance, and we're going to focus in scope of practice, methods of diet recording for nutritional assessment, and macronutrients and micronutrients, and also we're going to focus in proteins. And as a reference, we're going to use the AZSMs, American College of Sport Medicine Resource for Personal Trainer. Chapter that is related to this topic is chapter 6, nutrition and performance. And you have as additional material, this class is going to be pre-recorded and is going to be in your learning system too. And about the first topic, the scope of practice, we begin the chapter that way on nutrition with the contents of personal training by addressing the primary responsibilities a personal trainer or a strength condition specialist or exercise physiologist should have. It is important to beginning with this topic. It is important that the responsibilities can be explained. Obviously, if you hold a degree in nutrition or the dietetics or possess a certification related to nutrition, naturally, having such credentials like this will grant you additionally competences and allow you to perform other roles as a professional in this field. But however, within the scope of personal training, at least of this reference for the ACSM certification, certified personal trainer, it's crucial to understand that we are not authorized to prescribe diets in the same way a nutritionist or dietitian can, or whoever can involve educating clients on nutritional topics in advisory capacity. That's a good point of view. This includes activities such as raising awareness, offering guidance, debunking myths, correcting misinformation, and as you can see in this screen, and provide general explanation about food and nutrition. The goal is to share reliable information to help improve overall performance. Other thing that we need to know is provide general nutrition advice for preventing cardiovascular diseases, promote lean muscle gain, and support fat loss. So to effectively educate, raise awareness, guide, and debunk nutritional misconception, is essential that we as exercise professionals possess general knowledge and skills and competence related to nutrition. And other important factor in here about the scope of practice is because the rules and restrictions governing the provision of nutritional advice, and these are going to be different depending on where you live. Different states are different rules, and different countries we have different rules. In some areas, a professional license is required to legally provide nutritional counseling and advice, and in this area only a licensed nutritional professional such as registered dietitian can provide specific individual advice and guidance. Personal trainer must to refer clients to this professional for a specific dietary assistance, and we can observe over there in the screen the map of the United States. You can get in that link. Then basically the personal trainer is have in some states few no practice restriction, moderate restriction, and caution restriction. You can link over there and compare the state where you live. Um, because it's always acceptable to provide general nutrition information, but individual assessment or guidance must to follow the guidelines for your area. And if a personal trainer is allowed to prefer to provide this assistance, then the client completing a medical history from a diet record that we're going to see in the next slides, and the personal trainer discussing client's goal will all be appropriated as a part of that offering. And in here we can observe this table about the scope of practice, then provide different of information. This is not general information like non-medical nutrition information like medical nutrition therapy, and this table is on the page 327. Basically are information for a personal trainer, and it's important to establish if we have an individual, a client with a diagnosed disease should always be referred to a nutritional professional. This is known as a medical nutrition therapy and should be used for individuals with conditions such as, you can read it over there on the screen, osteoporosis, gastrointestinal disorders, eating disorders, diabetes, heart disease, elevated cholesterol, and others. And about this factor, this reference emphasize the importance of the USDA guidelines. USDA stands for United States Department of Agriculture, and the USDA recommend using the My Plate to guide a client's diet, the first step. And My Plate offer a practical general guidelines for a healthy eating. Some of the key recommendation includes filling half of your plate with fruit and vegetables, increasing the portion of whole grains in your diet, avoiding oversized portion, monitoring sodium intake. And My Plate categorize food into 5 groups: grains, vegetables, fruits, protein, dairy. By following these guidelines, one can balance calories and evaluate which food should be increased or reduced in diet. Thus, My Plates serve as a basic first step in practical guides, and is widely recognized by the scientific community. And in here we can observe there are different methods of diet recording for nutritional assessment. This reference focus on 3 of them, as you can observe on the screen. Each of these methods can provide valuable information to being assisting a client with their nutrition. The data collected can then be analyzed, like diet analysis, and to evaluate their current nutrition status. But when in conclusion, when asking a client to complete diet record, it's essential to emphasize the importance of following their typical eating habits, including the quality and timing meals. And many individuals may try to eat more healthfully during this period, which can result in an inaccurate assessment. Now we're going to move on page 362 of the ACSN Resources for a Personal Trainer, the chapter of Essential Nutrition Concepts. And in this book we will explain that macronutrients and micronutrients are both vital components of a healthy diet, and these are classified as macronutrients or micronutrients based on whether or not they provide energy to the body. And micronutrients includes proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids, with encompass fats and related compounds. And micronutrients includes vitamins and minerals. And macronutrients are required in larger amounts, while micronutrients are needed in much smaller quantities. And athletes in particular, for example, require a balanced diet that includes all essential nutrients, carbs, protein, fats, water, vitamins, and minerals. And in here is the first of the 6 basic macronutrients. We will analyze proteins, an essential component for optimal health in both active and sedentary individuals. And proteins serve a variety of function in the human body, including maintaining cellular structure and function. For example, protein plays a key role in building and repairing cells, and also function as transport carriers and hormones. After water, proteins are the most abundant nutrient in the body tissues, comprising nearly 20% of their composition. Each gram of proteins provides 4 kilocalories of energy. However, the primary function of proteins is structural. While proteins can be used as an energy source, is not ideal. Instead of, they should primarily be utilized for bodily reconstruction, such as muscle repair and muscle growth. About protein, an important fact, this is aspect of protein that are composed of amino acid, specifically 20 amino acids. They are divided into 10 essential and 10 non-essential amino acids. It is crucial to prioritize the essential amino acids in our client, as they cannot be synthesized by the body. Among these, 3 stand out as a branched chain amino acid, and are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. I highlight over there in the screen as a leucine, isoleucine, and valine in yellow, the branched chain amino acid, which are displayed on the screen, because are very important, are for training recovery. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine are essential amino acids that play a significant role in enhancing a protein system, a process vital for muscle recovery and repair. And another key factor considering in quality of protein is high quality proteins contain all essential amino acids, are highly digestible, in exception of most cases. These are animal-based protein, and other hand incomplete proteins lack at least one essential amino acid, with exception of soy. Most plant-based protein are not considered high quality, are generally less digestible, while milk is an excellent source of protein. For example, is not easily digestible for many individuals. So we have over there another important fact is that the macronutrients that is composed with an element that is nitrogen. Nitrogen is protein. And we have an important information related protein. To recap first about proteins, we have essential amino acid, which must to be obtained or through our diet, and non-essential amino acid which our body can synthesize even if they are not directly consumed in our diet. The recommended intake for a sedentary person is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. For individuals who engage in physical activity and off sport exercise, the recommended intake range from 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. If the goal is increase muscle mass through exercise, the upper threshold of 2 grams should be considered, but exceeding this amount is not typically necessary. And summary other thing to magnify a little bit, if I do not consume enough essential amino acid, um, a diet a deficit diet can occur. However, non-essential amino acid can compensate for since the body can produce them. And a key topic in here are the branch chain amino acids, valine, leucine, and isoleucine. So with this, we finished the first part of the presentation about nutrition and human performance, and with the topics scope of practice, methods of diet recording for nutritional assessment, macronutrients, micronutrients, and proteins.